Okay, so I remember seeing on the campaign map that there's something near our base, but it looks like there's lots to do on this map, so let's go have a quick look who else is here. I love how they have a sound master. A troop, like he has a mixed board of sound effects or something. What a march, Commander, I won't forget it. Not in a million years. I can't stop shaking whenever I think about Lipper's smile. Lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they've seen. Others mourning their friends. What if we held a wake? Let of bonfires, poured some wine, raise their cups to memory of the fallen. To the troops a world of good. Words of prayer. Well, in this world, you know the gods are real, so that would probably favor us more. Wise words, Commander. Wine gives way to sorrow, but prayer to bright Ayumede should soothe their grief. The goddess will see their pain and send us a wit of her infinite grace. I just wanted to go to the underground hideout, see what's cooking.
No time for debates.
Rowan Nabasu, a succubus, sheer.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
You guys.
I failed you, friends.
Terrible. You're all terrible. You should bad and you should feel bad.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Conk it up, I tell you.
This is not my time yet.
We won't falter!
You won't survive me.
Very
I will
awkward
help
and
where I
painful.
can.
I stand ready.
My will is resolute.
You take him this time, do you think? That was super effective, I guess, wasn't it? Yeah, my footy footman. Oh, that's real nice. Awesome. Oh, single loss. Sight of an old battle between the Crusaders and demons is still strewn with thousands of corpses. The stench of death hangs thick in the air while the survivors lurch around the battlefield, looting whatever they can. The dead, after all, won't need their trinkets and keepsakes anytime soon. Hands off that, it's mine. Yours will watch me. Wait, someone's here, run. Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards. I'll cut you down myself.
Do not fear. Do not waver.
What? Made a beeline right for her.
Into the fray.
I'll cut you wide open.
I'm done with you.
This condition is irrational. I dedicate my body to science.
Endure this! lend you my aid.
I tire of waiting.
Rely on me.
What do we got here? Moss Pottage was popular. Cloaks, chain shirt, a couple light hammers. Okay. Right. Oh. Oh.
Follow me.
Oh, that's a good one for him, I guess. See where it was like hide armor. He's a bit of a roguey character, I guess you can have it. Blood Clarity. Who lands a lot of killing blows, do you think? I bet he does. A hoopsie! Take your chow, I guess. Here we are. Letter to a noble crusader. This letter finds you good health, Sir Willem. I see now with great sadness that you have quite forgotten and abandoned us. It's been 3 years since you visited your native lands and your father at your family crypt. Last summer, some passers-by broke the lock on it, spent the night inside. As a steward, I installed a new lock and cleaned up all the wreckage. Your servant who was missing, whom you inquired after in your previous letter, has indeed been seen, but present his precise whereabouts are unknown. He came to us, looked at it with contempt, and something through his teeth, gathered taxes for you, ate a whole goose for free at the tavern, jumped on his horse and galloped off, and he went missing somewhere on the road. We wouldn't know anything about it. It's been a complete disaster here, or even without missing strangers to account for. 7 days ago, all the cows gave black milk, and the milkman who tasted it of drunken stupidity died in pain of the twisted bowels. Something wrong with the spring. The water stinks of rotten eggs, and the cattle won't drink it. Besides, some scoundrel threw some dead dogs into the closet well, the one on the crossroads, so we filled it with soil. I expect demons are giving us trouble any way they can. Our cattle are dying of thirst. Children are going missing in your protected forest. The woodcutters saw some scarecrows, which they swore were alive. Spoke of angry faces and bared teeth. They are afraid to get too close and watch them from afar. Frightening things are going on in the woods. I fear that witches and demons have settled in your protected forest to do their wicked mischief. They are probably the ones who picked the bones of your servant who've gone missing, and ask us if you suspect of us being involved. As if we could kill and rob an honest man. It's upsetting, Sir Willem. We never touched your servant, and if we did, he was a wretched man, smug and nasty. And we have no food or water, and our children are going missing. Instead of serving your Lady Galfrey, should be home defending us and bringing us food. You must have some gold, lord that you are, and there is no one to protect us. Besides you, the city lads come to find new recruits and take our gold. They don't have authority to do anything more. And send off we give our lads and lasses they take. The whole village comes to say farewell, just like it's a funeral. None of them have returned home to the village yet. We are dying. So I'll tell you the honest truth, Sir Willem. We cannot live like that anymore. We cannot die in such terrible conditions either. So we agreed with our neighbors to burn down your forest on the next new moon. Your protected forest where the dark beasts live. We'll surround it, set it on fire from all sides, and hire a wizard to steer the wind. We won't be off just because the forest is protected, or because no one may shoot game there or enter therein, or cut down its trees. Of course, you'll be very angry at us for burning down your family forest, because we've already been cutting its wood and shooting game there, for there's nothing else to eat and no other wood. We won't let the forest beasts steal our children. If you wish, come and execute me. Execute all of us. We won't put up with this anymore. That's that. Respectfully, the steward of Vixola Village, to Lord Willem. I have to go blow my nose. Hold on to your butts. No, not him. What the fuck was that? That's nice. Yeah, that's a real game changer, that one, I gotta say. So, those were replenished, so you're telling me I didn't lose any? Those guys creamed us last time. Okay, so that opens the way to where the Hellknights are, I guess. It's exciting. What enemies?
We will be victorious.
Nothing behind us, is there? Leather armor. Onion soup.
I can feel evil lurking in you, but you act like a normal person and a good comrade.
How should I know what your goddess considers evil? Maybe I wasn't polite enough to my servants, or didn't give enough coins to beggars in the street.
Yeah. How dare you judge me? Brace yourself. Like the Hellknight continued to fight the gargoyle even from the air. They both fell to the rocks and perished. Good way to go. Commander, come here quickly. On the mountain, you see a raided camp and two groups of warriors, one wearing a white and yellow armor, the other in black. They are led by a tall man in a white priest robe. Some of the warriors glance around fretfully, their weapons shaking in their hands. You hear the screams of gargoyles above. The beasts are approaching the camp.
Quickly, evacuate the wounded. The beasts are about to strike again. Use cloaks as stretchers. We've got to make it through. Paralictor, your people will have to cover us while...
2 more minutes left out in the open, and neither you nor I will have any troops left to order about, Crusader.
But the wounded...
Problem solved. Retreat to shelter.
If the man in white has anything further to add, his words are drowned out by shrieks of gargoyles as they fall from the sky. Paralictor will need to unite the unit to the shelter. You need to get through to them.
Adventures await.
Doubt is the heart's greatest challenge. The world has suffered enough.
This is my path.
They will break against our resolve.
Make every strike count. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The light take you!
The spirits demand your blood.
Strike with all your might!
See that?
Okay, alright.
I'll make my own legend.
Together, we stand.
We cannot be defeated!
You won't survive me.
You are today's sacrifice.
Let us be off.
The sight before you is at once macabre and picturesque. A lifeless couple, a man and a woman, dressed in white and yellow priest robes, lie on the ground surrounded by bodies of dead gargoyles. They are tangled in death. The claws of the monsters are tearing the human's clothes. The largest gargoyle's talon has pierced the man's chest and punctured his heart. But before they died, he or his companion defeated the enemy. Suddenly, the woman opens her eyes. She doesn't look at you, but stares up at the world of the terrific sky. Her pale lips open, and she exhales abruptly. The sun will never rise again. There's only darkness above me. The sky yours cursed, and we along with it. Yaker, walking in the front, steps over the man's body without looking, but turns around at the sound of the woman's voice. The Mendevian faithful break too easily. On your feet. And pushes you away with a weak gesture. Expend your efforts on someone who can be helped. Leave me when crusade is over. Where are you? What happened here? I am Priestess Ardent. Seren Ray from the Order of the Sunrise Sword. Next to me is Ashes Striker, the head of our order. He has led our forces on raids to the World Wound many times. But this campaign, the gargoyles attacked a few nights ago, a vast number. We've never seen anything like it. Ashes organized our resistance with great skill, but while the monsters were distracting our fighters, a small group of them raided the camp and took our supplies. We were left without food and water in the middle of the World Wound, where it's nearly impossible to find provisions. We shared the last crumbs of our supplies and set off back the way we came. Everyone was suffering from hunger and thirst. We grew weak and could barely fight back when the gargoyles struck a second time. They snatched many of us away. I saw the pain on Ash's face as he counted the losses, but he managed to rally us. We continued our trek and soon came across traces of recent battle. Someone had destroyed a troop of demon worshippers. In our desperation, we decided to follow the strangers to warn them of the gargoyles and seek their help. Having no idea they were Hellknights, but we received only scorn. Every gulp of water in my unit is accounted for, they said. They spared us 2 flasks and a sack of dried bread. They said we were allowed to keep the sack to use as bandages. 2 flasks between all of us, a sack for bandages. Hellknights. I'd rather all lie with the flesh-eating poisonous wyvern. A leader has to take care of their own tribe first. All the scandalized gasps. How could he do such a thing? Suddenly fall away when you're faced with the hard choice. Are you going to take food out of your own child's mouth to feed a starving stranger? What happened after that? The gargoyles attacked. Despite how the Hell Knight Paralictor had treated us, Ashes endeavored to help them, and had us carry their wounded, but the monster had them slaughtered. Ashes was beside himself. It's difficult to conceive of such evil. He told our people to go with the Hell Knights to find shelter, while he stayed to cover our retreat. He was a strong cleric, but as he treated our wounded, he neglected himself and he paid for it. What terrible injustice, but alas all too common. Those who care for others often perish first. That's quite a story. I can just picture it on the stage of a grand royal theatre, rustling silk, gold adornments, the tragic lead singing the final aria. Is it time for me to applaud yet? It's not often that you come across such heart-wrenching and theoretical plots outside the stage. Commander, can't be helped. You're still alive. Allow me to help you and come with us. Why? So many deaths, so many sacrifices, just bravery? All for what? No, I will not go with you, stranger. My commander and I will die by what we live for, compassion and nobility. I don't want to keep fighting for a world that bows to such laws. And the goddess forgive me, farewell. Commander, I'm not one to advise you, but you're wasting time on this fool, and the gargoyles will soon be back. That's the usual tactics. Fly up, regroup, and strike again. Going back to my unit now, and I advise you not to stay here long either. No. Bastard Sword of Hope, ironically enough.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Half-beamed gargoyle cleric? Well, that's for a mouthful.
Fall!
You guys.
Endure this!
You should have listened to reason.
I will bring down the divine wrath. Eternal Rose, I call upon you.
All the old common guys.
Make every strike count.
Still more to explore over here, is there? A cave, that's always a good sign. Hellknights galore.
Knight Commander, I presume. Your glory precedes you. I am Reginald Renge, Herlictor of the Order of the Godclaw, and temporary officer of the joint unit of Hellknights and the Order of the Sunrise Sword. You and your people should take positions. The gargoyles are regrouping. We expect they will attempt to break through in 5 to 6 minutes.
Joint units. Get rid of the gargoyles on top.
Agreed. Be ready, Commander. This attack may be worse than the last one.
We won't fall here. I swear
Would
it.
you at least give me time to take position, please? I mean, seriously.
We can do it.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Made a beeline right
Be
there.
gone.
Oh, that's jumping crazy. What the hell? We're inside a cave. Where are these assholes coming? Seriously.
You are lacking. Forward!
Into the fray.
Mind over muscle.
Strike with all your might!
The light take you.
Wisdom. You to check the area. Mark any potential shelters that offer protection against aerial attacks. Quartermaster, inventory the remnants of the camp. I'm going to make sure that the gargoyles only abducted people and weren't interested in anything else. Send messengers immediately to our scout squads in order for them to return to camp, and I need a full list of casualties, the sooner the better. Commander, your arrival was well timed. Now we can finally talk. I am quite interested in the events that have occurred at the Grey Garrison. I suppose you have questions for me as well. What do you want to know about the Grey Garrison? Any shift in the balance of power during this war has a direct impact on my mission. If a new player appears who is capable of fighting demons effectively, and I am ready to support that person with all the resources I have at my disposal. But naturally, I cannot blindly trust a stranger, even one marked by the gods. Yeah, the gods bless me, and Queen Galfrey put me at the head of the crusade. You don't still trust me? The will of the gods cannot and should not replace our sound judgment. The whims of Queen of Mendev are no consequence at all. Is there anything you'd like to know before we move on to more serious issues? What are these atrocities you committed? Of course, if you wish, I will explain my position in detail. All the soldiers killed at my order belong to my unit. Therefore, the case is an internal matter for the Order of the God Claw. That's the God Claws. You should have sent an appeal to the Order of Commanders, but the result is inevitable. Not only do the Order's rule and field operation guidelines not prohibit it, they even recommend the policy of death as preferable to captivity. So everything that happened, though it is surely lamentable and has deprived me of a few good fighters, is also a prime example of military necessity. Well, of course, atrocities don't matter if you have a piece of paper that says committing atrocities is allowed. Well, I can't influence your internal rules, but I hope you understand where the jurisdiction of your order ends and ours begins. Not trying to force our rules on Crusaders, Commander. I hope you won't try to make us disregard ours. If the incident is settled, I suppose we can return to relevant matters. What are you going to do now? I'll wait for my remaining fighters to return. What you see here is only a small part of my forces. As for my long-term plans, that depends on the results of our conversation, Commander. Before we move on to more serious subjects, I'd like to address an organizational issue regarding my unit. I wish to be present. Anchor steps forward and salutes a clenched fist to his chest. Paralictor, permission to report. During the first gargoyle attack, I determined it necessary to leave my post. I swam over the river, found the commander's army, and asked them to provide assistance. The reinforcements were much needed. You will earn double your salary for resourcefulness, Yaker, and 100 lashes for abandoning your post. The knight grows a little pale, but immediately salutes again. Yes, Paralictor. Yeah, say you abandon his army, they'll skin him alive. I'll just stay quiet. Now for a more delicate issue. You, Commander, were interested in our dispute, the Knights, the Order of Sunrise Sword, correct? Their forces in Canterbury suffered great losses in the demon attack, and now their leader has perished, and his troops are in trouble. They are reeling with no command structure. The Order will hardly be able to recover from the losses they suffered. What are you getting at? These fighters aren't the finest material I've worked with, but I assume formal command over them. I'll be able to reforge them into weapons of reasonable quality. One or two might even become true Hellknights, the rest will be put to good use as well. Shall only you easily sacrifice these people, use them as living shields for your precious knights. I won't let that happen. Let them join my army at least. For my soldiers expendables. Let me both have arguments to me. Let's see what the orphans say. Initiates of the Sunrise Sword, your leader is dead. The Order has suffered serious losses and will not be able to recover. You may return to Mendev to join the Crusade Order and hope that they don't meet the same fate as the Sunrise Sword. Or you may remain under my command. I will not promise that it will be easy or that our war-making will be constricted by principles. What I can promise is this: under my command you will never again feel like helpless mice in the talons of a ravenous raptor. Camilla scoffs. Used to people following his orders, then again these sniveling cowards are used to humiliating treatment. They won't even consider testing him a little. What would you do in their position? Challenge the gnome in black to a duel and make him prove himself worthy of command? I would never end up in that position. Does that mean we've worked off the precious resources you spent on us? The water, medicine, bandages? I wouldn't make such an offer if I thought we were useless garbage. Consult with each other for a time, then one of them, and one arm steps forward. Your methods of warfare and your treatment of your allies goes entirely against our ideals, Paralictor. Commander Durden has already said to you everything that should be said. We decided to follow Commander in his march to Dresden. As you wish. Well then, Commander, let's proceed to the main question and put an end to this exhausting conversation. We should discuss the cooperation between your forces and my own. We do share a common enemy and a common battlefield. You're looking at me strangely, Paralictor. When we discussed Yaku's punishment, we were deciding to pay the Sunrise Sword as if you're testing me. I do not believe I made any attempt to conceal my interest in you, both as a new, strong leader in the region and as bearer of a highly unusual power. Of course, I'd like to know what's inside your head. One could say that it's my duty. I know I don't vibe with this guy. Help you under the attack, but I don't want anything more to do with you. But take your final decision. Unfortunately, many Mendev denounce the methods of the Hellknights with unreasonable bias. If that is true in this case, then I can only assure you that we can always discuss any misunderstanding and reach an agreement. Send my forces to help your army and personally accompany you in the campaign and obey your orders, so long as our interests coincide, and we can find compromise between our positions, which such an arrangement suits you. Hell no, we don't need the likes of these black armored statues. I don't want to fight side by side with someone who will slit my throat if I'm weak and wounded. You can't fight one evil by inviting an equal but slightly more organized evil into your ranks. Slightly more organized than the demons? I could consider that an insult. I've never dealt with Hellknights before, but from what we've seen, they're serious fighters. That's just what we need. Just think how that arm will look in the paintings they'll make about our battles. I already get his soldiers. I I feel like that's gonna have consequences later. Probably just decline. He'll probably go do his own thing anyway. Fight by himself. The world was a big place. There's enough space for your forces and my own. Now if you'll excuse me, I have things to do. My thoughts exactly. Level up, level up, level up. So down here, do you think?
Forget it.
We fell.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Still alive, praise be Saren Ray. This guy is not, though. That was a ring of protection, eh? Doesn't stack. Well, shucks. What's this? Skeleton man wearing armor from the time of First Crusade is holding a skeleton of a child. Strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg. He was a mongrel as well, eh? We're not going to do anything with this guy?
Let's move!
Okay. Well, Team Excalibur, I guess that's enough for now. I look forward to see what happens next. We didn't think we'd make it past that fort today, honestly. We're putting around those armies. Yeah, so stay tuned for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.